me. Now that up, he could afford to ice me. Tell him that's a batch when he bitchin' out your area. But the more bad bitches, then the more merrier. Baddies to my left and to the right, a little scarier. Dude, boy, tell me, can you handle all this dairy? A million, I'm getting my billion. Greatest of all time, cause I'm a chameleon. I switch it up for every era, I'm really bomb. These bitches really wanna be Nicki, I'm really mom. Apple cut the check, I want all this money. 7-Up, go grip the tech and leave all this bloody. It's the Queen and Little Mix, skated on, I'm sorry. My daddy is Indian, all this curry.
Woman like me, like a woman like me, la la la, woman like me, like a woman like me. I made a few mistakes, I regret it not. I broke a couple hearts and I wear on my sleeve. My mama always said, do your troubling. And now I wonder, could you fall for a woman like me? And every time we touch, boy, you make me feel weak. I can tell you're shy and I think you're so sweet. Spending every night undercover saying, still I wonder, could you fall for a woman like me? For a woman like me. Like a woman like me, like a woman like me, like a woman like me, like a woman like me. I said a woman like me, like me.
Young Money.
Only the best.
All I need's a little love in my life. All I need's a little love in the dark. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. I need a little loving tonight. Hold me so I'm not falling apart. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. Yeah. Shotgun aimed at my heart. You got one. Tear me apart and there's some. How do we call this love? Whoa, oh, oh. I tried to run away, but your eyes tell me to stay. Oh, I tripping off me before I even knew her name. La la la. You felt like ooh la la la. Yeah, no. Sapphire and moonlight, we danced for hours in the same tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands. La la la. You felt like ooh la la la. Yeah, I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya.
Back in the hotel, there's just some things that never change. You say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. La la la. Cause you know it's been a long time coming, don't you let me fall. Open your lips and just me hooked on your tongue. Oh, love your kisses deadly, don't stop.
I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya. All along I've been coming for ya, and I hope it meant something to ya. Call my name, I'll be coming for ya, coming for ya. For ya. Oh, she loves it when I call for ya. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for ya.
Only the best.
Tell me what you really like. Baby, I can take my time. We don't ever have to fight. Just take it step by step. I can see it in your eyes, cause they never tell me lies. I can feel that body shake and the heat between your legs. You've been scared of love and what it did to you. You don't have to run, I know what you've been through. Just a simple touch and it can set you free. We don't have to rush when you're alone with me. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, babe. You are not the single type, so baby, this the perfect time. I'm just tryna get you high, faded off this touch. You don't need a lonely night, so baby, I can make it right. You just gotta let me try to give you what you want. You've been scared of love and what it did to you. You don't have to run, I know what you've been through. Just a simple touch and it can set you free. We don't have to rush when you're alone with me. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, babe. I feel a simple touch and it can set you free. We don't have to rush when you're alone with me. I feel it coming.
Yeah. Good morning, Internet. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou, live on YouTube for you. Hey, thanks for watching. You know, I really appreciate that. Also, and two, happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Shout out to all the Slob softball players. We had a great weekend. No one got too seriously injured. In fact, I don't really think there was any injuries at all. Soreness for a week isn't an injury. It's just being old and out of shape. Anyway, we did have a great time. For those of you that came, you already know. For those of you that didn't, sorry you couldn't make it. That's sad. That's sad. We did have a good time, though. Shout out to Raj and Traveling Fools for putting on another great softball game this year. Second annual Slob softball game. Different year, same result. Team Raj comes out on top. And this time, we left no doubt. 18-9. Just total domination by the better team. Last year, Team Raj won on a walk-off home run. This year, there was no drama down the stretch. I don't think Team Fools scored a single run in the last 3 innings. They were winning at one point, 9-8. So Team Raj scored 10 unanswered runs in the last 3 innings, ended up winning 18-9. 18-9. We had a good time. We had a good time. Team Raj now 2-0. Team Fools, or as I like to refer to them, Team Dummies, 0-2. So, but hey, at least Team Dummies is consistently bad. They consistently lose. But we had a great time. Per usual, I did a terrible job of taking pictures. In fact, I think I only took 2 pictures the entire time. I took this amazing picture here. Yeah. What a great picture that is. And then this one's a little alarming. But I did take this picture too. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's the picture. We took this picture on the screen after the game. I don't know. I think BA took this picture. I don't really remember who took this. Well, a bunch of people took this picture, but that's both teams lined up there on the pitcher's mound after the game. We really did have a great time, though. It rained a lot last week in Athens and then a real bad storm Friday night. But the field really wasn't all that bad. It was a little bit muddy around home plate, a little bit muddy around first base, and like a small pond had developed in right field. But other than that, the field was in pretty good shape. We had a good time. Like I said, nobody got hurt. I mean, those are really the most important things. Yeah, it's funny to point and laugh at Team Fools for losing again. And there'll be plenty of time to do that over the next 363 days until the next Slob softball game. But we really had a great time. The weather ended up being great on Saturday. It was nowhere near as hot as last year. I don't know what the temperatures and all that were, but it was at least 10 or 15 degrees cooler this year. It was cooler enough this year where you could obviously notice it. It was just nowhere near as hot as last year. And we had a great time. We really did. We had a great time. After the game, we did the cookout thing again. So shout out to Sir UJ and Hoghead, who were manning the grills while we were playing softball. As soon as the game was over, we headed up to they have a little pavilion area there. We headed up there, sat down, had a good lunch, hot dogs, hamburgers, barbecue, steaks, all the sides, mac and cheese, pasta salad, cakes, all kinds of stuff. It was just, it was really, really good. Really good. Everybody had a good time. Must be getting close to football season. I see George in the comments. What's up, George? Yeah, we had a really good time. And shout out to Raj, too, especially. He did this last year, too, but again this year, he opens up his home to everybody that comes, really. I mean, I don't think everybody that was at the softball game came to Raj's house Saturday night after the game, but there was 25 people there probably. And we had a great time over there, too. Hanging out, playing pool, darts, played poker, had a good dinner. Shoot, we hung out over there till midnight, probably. About midnight, I guess. A bunch of us had rented an Airbnb and went back to the Airbnb, hung out there both nights, really. Friday and Saturday night, we were up at the Airbnb till probably, well, I think I went to bed around 3 in the morning both nights, but some people were up hooting with the owls even later than that. But we did have a really good time. Yeah, let's do that. Were you disappointed that fishing football wasn't there? Well, nothing about the softball game was disappointing. Nothing. So, I mean, I'm sure it would have been great or just as great if fishing football would have came, but no one person coming or not coming can make or break the softball game. That's Fishing Fool's loss, not mine. Fishing Fools, or whatever his name is, Fishing Football. It's his loss that he didn't come to the Slob softball game. Not our loss that he wasn't there. It's nothing against him, but he's the one that missed out, not us. Did anybody ever even get in touch with him? Last I heard is that he just didn't show up and then wasn't returning anybody's calls or text messages. I don't know what's up with that. Uncle Lou, do you allow old people to participate in your activities? Look at this picture, sir. It's filled with old people. But to answer your question, yes. There's no age limit on anything slob related. There's a minimum age. In other words, you got to be at least 18. If you're under 18, you got to be accompanied by an adult, by a guardian in that, and have permission to play and all. We ain't having no 14, 15-year-olds show up and then, unsupervised. And I got to, so, yeah. Yeah, now you definitely participate at your own risk. There's no doubt about that. You're definitely participating at your own risk, regardless of age. Regardless of age. But yeah, there's no age limit. Now, Celine Driver didn't play softball, but he was there. And he's mid-50s. I don't know who was the oldest slob softball player. Was it me? Please tell me I wasn't the oldest. I wasn't the oldest, was I? Well, how old is Colby's dad? Colby's dad played. Last year, Colby's dad was all-time pitcher. This year, he was a full-fledged member of Team Fools. He pitched, again, for them, but he also batted and played the field and all that. We had our own pitcher, but... yeah, I don't know how old Colby's dad is. He's definitely in better shape than I am, though, regardless of how old he is. Oh. Yeah, Hufferbilly Paul was unfortunately unable to play this year. He played last year, but unfortunately, now he did come and hang out, and he had a great time, but he wasn't able to play in the softball game this year due to some physical restrictions that he had in that. Plus, he just didn't want to. He's on Team Fools, and he just didn't want to be 0-2. I'd like to see anybody at the Slob softball game who wants to come. Nate. How many people came to the softball game? Well, we had about 12 or 13 people on each team, so that's about 25 people right there. There was at least another 25 people watching. I don't know, y'all that were there in the comments, how many people do you think were at the Slob softball game? It had to be 50. It was at least 50. At least 50 people at the softball game, because you had 25 people playing, about 12 on each team, and there was easily another 25 people watching. You got to think, you got spouses of a lot of the players don't play, or girlfriends or whatever, and then you got like Vic and his dad came. Vic Tube and his dad came. They didn't play. BVD came. Sir UJ and Hoghead don't play softball, but like I said, they manned the grills. They cooked us up an amazing lunch. A lot of people bring their kids, so you probably, I don't know, 10 to 12 kids running around. Mrs. Raj said there was around 50 to 60 people at the softball game. Yeah, that sounds about right. There's 25 just playing, like I said, and there was at least that many watching as well. Uncle Lou, how'd you meet Vic? He found me on YouTube, long time ago, and then the first time I met Vic in person was at the first Slob Olympics in Atlanta in 2021. March of 2021 is when I met him in person, but I had known him through YouTube for a few years before that. So the softball field was in a small town, correct? Well, Well, it's in Statham. Is it in Statham? I guess the softball field is technically in Statham. Yeah. I wouldn't classify Athens as a small town, but Statham, I guess, would be a small town. So, P. Digits, I enjoyed. Yeah, P. Digits was there. Nature Boy was there. That was my first time meeting them. I think that's the first, like, any type of YouTube gathering that we've done that either one of them have come to, I think. I know it's the first time I met them. Nature Boy is Ric Flair 2.0. Yeah, Nature Boy's got Ric Flair hair. I was just wondering how far it was from me, Lou. I don't know how far it is from you. I'm not sure where you live. But however far Statham, Georgia is from where you live, that's how far away the softball field is. No, Nature Boy. Don't shave it by next year. What you do is you fully embrace it. You go out, you get you a glittery robe, some alligator shoes. You fully embrace it at this point. But yeah, as usual, everybody had a great time. And already can't wait to do it again next year. Yeah, Nick D TV came all the way down from Virginia. Celine Driver, I believe, drove 8 or 9 hours. Slim Shady Canes, I drove about 8 or 9 hours to get there. Tiger Cat turned us it's a 6-hour drive from where Tiger Cat lives to the softball game, which takes her about a 6-hour drive takes her about 10 hours. So there was a lot of people that drove a long way to be there. Two hours for you, Stingray? Yeah, you definitely need to come then. You definitely need to come. And might as well mention it again now because it doesn't get talked about much once football season starts because all of our minds are obviously on football. But the next big event like this will be the Slob Olympics in March. And that's going to be in Panama City, Florida. Panama City Beach in Florida. Now, there's all kinds of smaller get-togethers throughout the year for different things. A couple of different people do like some football stuff, whether it's going to a game or as a group or getting together at somebody's house as a group and watching football for a weekend during the season. There's some stuff like that goes on. There's another trip to Cherokee coming up the week of August 21st. August 21st, I believe, is a Monday. Several of us are going up to Cherokee, North Carolina, Harris, Cherokee, North Carolina, the casino, the week of August 21st, like Monday through Thursday, right before, the week before the season starts. I am not doing a 24-hour live stream this year, no. I usually do one in the summer, but I'm not going to do one this year. I might not do another 24-hour. You know what I'll do? I'm not doing another 24-hour live stream until I hit 100,000 subscribers. So however long that takes, if it's 5 years from now, or if it's 5 days from now, which it won't be 5 days, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to do another 24-hour live stream until I hit 100,000 subscribers. Let's just leave it at that. What's your plans for the Patreon games for the college football season? Same as last year. I'll make a post on Patreon every Monday or Tuesday. I'll put up a poll on Patreon. What game do you want me to live stream this weekend? The Patreon people will vote, and whichever game gets the most votes, that's the time slot that I'll live stream on Patreon. And then a lot of Saturdays I'll do a second live stream on YouTube, but not every Saturday. But every Saturday there'll be a Patreon stream for the Patreon people. I didn't take many pictures, but BA did. And let's see. So I'll just show her the picture she took. This is BA, Mrs. Pete, and Mrs. Raj there. And this is at Raj's house, Raj's garage. Raj has an amazing setup in his garage too. It's great for get-togethers like he throws over there. But it's a double garage, a 2-car garage. But it's been completely turned into a man cave, I guess you would call it. But there's a bar in there. There's a pool table in there. Several TVs, a dartboard. It's a great place to have a party. There's me and BA. BA, Mrs. Pete, and Pete. All these are at Raj's garage here. There's Nature Boy. The Ric Flair hair. And Ric Flair drip go woo on a bitch. BA and Nature Boy. That's Twisted Rooster and his wife. Twisted Chicken, I think, is her YouTube name. There's Uncle Lou in the background counting up his poker chips. We played poker at Raj's house. There's Nick DTV with BA. There's Huffer Billy Paul. K-Dog, Kevin. Here's a bunch of us here. This is Raj's pool table. We covered it up with this blanket and played poker. This was Friday night, I believe. But that's me. I think this is Raj right here. Pete. Twisted Chicken, Twisted Rooster, Nick DTV, Kevin, and Huffer Billy Paul. And here's Jay Shipes right here with the hat turned around. Pete, Twisted Chicken, Twisted Rooster, Nick. Sea Dog. D4. One of the largest human beings you will ever see. Law Tide. BVD. Celine Driver. Celine had a good time, I think. Here's me and BA. VicTube. That's X-Wing and his fiance, I believe. I think they're engaged. TK. Friction Vixen. That's Mrs. Pete, Mrs. Raj, and BA. P digits. And here's the team pictures here. That's both teams there. It's Tiger Baskins there in the middle. That's Big Dog Brett with the big hat on. Twisted Rooster, Colby, and Kevin. There's Colby's dad over here on the end. Pete, of course, right there. Me and BA. D4, Law Tide, Tiger Baskins. That's Sea-Dog's brother in the background there behind Tiger Baskins with his hat turned backwards. Sea-Dog right next to him. Is that Jay right there? Rec Talk. Traveling Fools. Huffer Billy Paw. I think that's X-Wing standing right behind Raj. And Mrs. Pete, Mrs. X-Wing, Nick DTV right here. It looks like a bunch of the same picture, basically. That's a good one. And here's the winning team, Team Raj. So let's see, a list of winners here. List of winners. Nick, Lou, Raj's cousin, Mrs. Pete, Law Tide, Mrs. X-Wing in the background there, X-Wing, Jay Shipes, Raj, Big Dog Brett, Twisted Rooster, and Kevin. There's your winning team. And here's your losers. List of losers. Tiger Baskins. Colby. Colby's dad. Traveling Fools. Pigskin Pete. Not sure who that is. Is that Sea-Dog in the back? I think that's Sea-Dog behind Pigskin Pete. Sea-Dog's brother. B.A. Who is that? I can't tell who that is. Who is that? Or is that Sea-Dog? And then who is that behind Pete then? Anyway, D4, Rec Talk, Slim Shady Canes, Friction Vixen. That's your losers there. So we had a great time. We had a great time. Yeah, I'm live streaming week 0 on YouTube. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any Patreon stream week 0. There's just not enough games. There's really no great games. I mean, Notre Dame plays at I think 2:30. Vanderbilt plays later in the day, but there's just no great games. So I'm gonna stream the Notre Dame game on YouTube. And then I may even do 2 Patreon streams for week 1 because we have games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So most weeks of the season I do 1 Patreon stream and one YouTube stream. But week 1, you've got 5 straight days of games. I may do 2 Patreon streams and 2 YouTube streams. We'll figure that out as it gets a little closer, but for sure at least 1 Patreon stream. All right, Stingray. Sounds good, buddy. Yeah, Traction Jackson was there. Good to see you there again, Traction Jackson. He says, good morning. Congrats to the Baba Ganoush Bandits. That's right, 2-0. 2-0. Yeah, Traction Jackson was there. Traction Jackson cleaned up on the poker table. Him and Tiger Baskins. I won a little bit, but I don't think I won as much as Tiger Baskins and Traction Jackson did. Nate says, I'm a fool for betting on Team Fools. Yes, you were. Made no sense when you did it to begin with. Makes even less sense now that we see how it turned out, doesn't it? Yeah. I think, let me look. Somebody said X-Wing Sports might have uploaded a video from the softball game. Why can I never find X-Wing Sports channel? How does he spell his channel name? Is it X-Wing? Is there any spaces between X and Wing? Is there hyphens? I don't know why he... Write this down. If you're ever considering making a YouTube channel, make sure your YouTube channel name is obviously spelled. Because I would love to play X-Wing Sports video for you if he has one, but typing in X-Wing... If I type in your YouTube name, it should come up in the YouTube search immediately. If it doesn't, you screwed up making your YouTube name. X-Wing Sports Productions. See? It still doesn't come up. See? Is this it? X-Wing Sports? I guess looks like Nate lied about the productions thing. Slob Softball 2023. All right, let's see.
It might not be a softball game, guys. If it's rain like this tomorrow.
What's up, boy? Nothing much. Trying to get up there, but you want to throw with me?
Yeah, I got you. I'll throw with the enemy. It's fine. Yeah, man. You look at that skinny-licious. You ain't gonna make nobody quit, big dog. Big boy. Think you got what it takes? Can't even catch the ball. Drop the ball, man. See that? Oh! Intercepted. We're in trouble.
Always hit on a good one. Hit on a good one.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'.
I like the announcer.
7. What's up, fools? He takes a look at it. That's ball 1, or actually ball 2. This is softball. Let's just start with one ball and one shot. There it is. Oh, 2 and 2. Here we go. Boom.
That's gone. Oh! Shit, game over. It's game over, man. That's the best hit y'all ever gonna have. Sold in and out.
Hey, we got one.
Jesus, man.
And inside.
You need to let somebody else draft next year. You screwed everything up.
I get it, buddy. I get the sympathy draft.
You screwed everything up. I was available to the next to the last pick. You just kept looking at me round after round.
I get the sympathy.
You draft fishing football, who's a no-show. We get Nick DTV. Man, this is not looking good for y'all. What are you doing? This is not looking good, man.
I need an outside pitch.
Mercy rule, 10 runs. Is that what we're doing?
Oh, man.
Hey, man, I thought you tried real hard, though.
Gave her a rip.
That's a brand new ball.
Boom. Oh,
Look at that. Little dribbler.
Big dog Brett can't make the play.
You left your purse down here.
The muscles popping out.
Where's your rugby mask at, man? What are you doing?
That's a bad
You can't hit with that rugby mask? Honestly, man, I don't think you can hit without it. Be honest with you.
Oh, there it is. That's gone, baby. And just like that, you guys have all got a welcome song. There he is. Hey, if you step in the mud puddle, you get an extra base. Don't be scared now, Pete. Don't be scared, Pete.
2 outs. Tying runner on first. No pressure, though.
Oh, there's a shot. Right to the hands of somebody else.
That's still a good hit.
After one full inning, Team Raj, 3. Team Fools, good try, 2. Stuff like Lester.
Man, we got to get you something besides some blue jeans, man. You just look wrong out here.
Gotta get it up a little bit. Gotta get it up a little bit, Rooster.
You look silly as shit, man.
They want it
I don't
over
know.
the plate,
No,
not
you
off
don't
the
have
plate.
I don't think you're going to be able to hit the ball with them jeans on, man. What is it? That man got denim baseball pants. Done seen it all now. Are those Hey Dudes, too? What is that? I don't know what that is.
That'll get through the gap for a base hit for Recto.
Hell, I give you some credit. At least you're not wearing blue jeans like your buddy is. He looks sillier than you do with them goddamn jeans on. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't have anything other than them jeans.
Oh, that looked pretty good from over here, Sea Dog.
From now on, you're responsible for the way Rec Talk looks. He can't be coming out here in blue jeans no more. Look at him. He looks ridiculous over there.
There's a shot.
I ain't played since high school, bro. I'm all right with how I did.
Yo, you can. How many home runs you get today?
27.
Get it. I've won. I got nervous.
You got one?
Yeah. I get nervous.
Good job, actually.
Good job.
Sea-Dog, good game, man.
Good game, dude.
How many home runs you get? I didn't do shit.
I got one run.
I didn't get.
scored one.
I got on base twice.
I had 6 outs.
You had 6 outs? You kept hitting the same spot.
No, I got on. I went 2 and 3. I had 6 outs. I caught 6 people out.
What's going on, guys? We just got back from the softball game. It was the final score was 18-9, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty much a blowout, guys. And I had a whole lot of fun. Sorry I didn't really hang out afterwards. We had a lot of stuff to do today. Yeah, the GoPro footage was kind of meh. There was some dirt on the lens, so sorry about that. Sorry for the short video this year. Trying to mainly focus on playing the game and having fun, but yeah, I had a whole lot of fun. It was a really good time, and I enjoy seeing y'all guys at the Slob Olympics. X-Wing out.
He always makes good videos. He always makes good videos. Yeah, Rec Talk playing in jeans was probably the silliest thing I saw. Well, here's the 3 silliest things I saw at the Slob softball game, in no particular order. Rec Talk playing in jeans. Me running, which is silly anytime you see it. And Pete trying to catch fly balls. Those were the 3 silliest things I saw. Those were the 3 silliest things I saw at the game. Rec Talk's jeans, me running anywhere, and Pete trying to catch fly balls. If you're interested in watching the entire game from start to finish, it's on Pete's channel. Pete live streamed the entire game. I think there's like a 10-minute period in the middle of the game that's where it cuts out. because Pete's phone overheated, but it's got pretty much the entire game on it. So if you're interested in seeing what everybody did every time they batted or whatever like that, that's on Pete's channel. But yeah, we had a great time. Yeah, a lot of fielding errors for Team Fools. They had a hard time in the field this year. That's really what beat them. The fielding errors, it really hurt Team Fools, and they just couldn't get a hit the last 2 or 3. I don't think they scored a run in the last 3 innings. Because I know they were winning 9-8. I think they were winning 9-8 at the end of the 4th inning. And the final score was 18-9. So we scored 10 unanswered runs over the last 3 innings, and they had some good hits. But the thing about this type of softball deal, if you hit it to somebody, I mean, you have 4 outfielders, you know. So if the outfielders can catch, they had some good hits, but they were hitting it right to people. Hey, what's up, Brett? But yeah, we had a great time. Yeah, I don't think anybody struck out. I don't remember anybody striking out. There were a couple of walks, but I don't think anybody struck out. The funniest thing was when Jay was taking a piss in the outfield and the ball goes over his head. Yeah, Team Fools had been so long without getting a hit, Jay decided he could go ahead and just take a piss in the outfield. And, of course, right when they did, I think it was Pete. Yeah, that was funny. Pete hit it right to where Jay Shipes was, but he wasn't looking. He was peeing. So Mrs. Pete was back there, too. Mrs. Pete ran over, and she almost caught the damn thing. It hit her glove, I think. But she dropped it. Now, that would have been hilarious. That would have been... Oh, Mrs. Pete struck out? Oh, okay. Pete wants to make sure we point that out. Mrs. Pete struck out. That would have been hilarious, though, if Mrs. Pete would have caught Pete's fly ball. We made 9 of the last 12 outs to shut them down. I don't know what that means, we made 9 of the last 12 outs. I mean, we made every out of the game. 7 times 3. We made 21 outs. I don't know what it means that we made 9 of the last 12 outs. I don't know what that means. The doghouse must be comfy for Pete. Hey, Mrs. Pete won. That's all I know. D4 says, I struck out on a bullshit strike call that had no arc and hit the... Oh, that's right. I remember that, too. Jay says they left 3 people stranded on base. They didn't do any for 9 of 12 at bats after the 4th inning. Yeah, after the 4th inning, they didn't score at all. They didn't score anything after. They didn't score at all in the 5th, 6th, or 7th inning. I think you're trying to say they only got 3 hits total in the last 3 innings, I think is what you're saying. And it was BA's birthday. I hate that she had to lose on her birthday, but it's not my fault that she was born on Slob softball weekend. And it's also not my fault that she's on the losing team. I didn't draft the players. So, but I hate it for her that she has to lose every year on her birthday, but she's on the wrong team. I mean, she's not losing because it's her birthday. You know, she's losing because she's on the wrong team. It just so happens that the softball game is played or has been played on her birthday the last 2 years. Well, her birthday was Sunday. Her birthday was yesterday. Oh, and I scored a run, too, all the way from first base. So, really, I don't want to hear no more shit about my legs either, about how my legs don't work in that. I don't want to hear any more of that. I scored a run all the way from first base. So, that's impossible to do if your legs don't work. So, I don't want to hear any more jokes about that either. Rooster was a decent pitcher. Yeah, both pitchers did good, I thought. I wouldn't want to be a pitcher because I'd just be afraid I'd just screw it up too many times, but I thought both pitchers did good. Yeah, I scored the last run of the game. I scored the 18th run. I was getting it around them bases, too. Thank God that happened in the last inning, though. If I'd have had to run from first to home in any other inning, that would have been it for me. So thank God it happened in the last inning. That's how good Mrs. Pete is. Because Mrs. Pete bats after me, so I got a hit. I was on first base. Mrs. Pete came up, and she knocked me in all the way from first base. Oh, that's right. We did play as a team. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We're a team. Team Raj is an actual team. Team Dummies is just a group of individuals. What's up, Joey? Yeah, you should try to come next time, Joey. Are you going to do the wheel for week 0? Of course. We'll do the wheel every Saturday morning, starting in week 0. Of course we will. Of course we will. The rigged wheel will be making its return in, what, 4 weeks? The rigged wheel. Oh, boy. I hope some more of y'all win this year. Y'all's record on that rigged wheel deal is horrible. Maybe the difference was that Raj is a better coach than Fools. Well, Raj is definitely a better coach than Fools. There's no question about it. No question about it. Yeah, I'm on a pretty good run here. I mean, Georgia has won back-to-back national championships. I'm a back-to-back Slob softball champion. And I'm the reigning Slob Olympics champion. Pretty much nobody can't tell me shit. Pretty much nobody can say anything to me at all. Yeah, I remember that, Nature Boy. I remember that. I remember that. I am sore, though. I ain't going to lie. My lower back, mostly my lower back and my upper legs. At Uncle Lou, you going to play the video TJ sent you? Where did he send it to me? Where did he send it? What, did he email it? I don't see it on my email. Where did he send it to? Email. When? I don't see it. The air conditioner in the pavilion was the MVP. Yeah, that was great. This morning he said he PayPal. Oh, it's a YouTube video. I see the link now. Yeah, thank you, Traction Jackson. He says, good morning. We had a great time at the softball game and hanging out. I made a new Raj impression video for your enjoyment. All right. If y'all remember Traction Jackson for the talent show, not this year, but last year, sent in a whole series of impression videos. He did. I know he did. He did VicTube. He did Raj. He did Golden Blue Man. He did several of them. And I was talking to him about that this weekend at the softball game. And so he sent another one in. I made a new Raj impression video for your enjoyment. It's unlisted, so here it is. It's an Uncle Lou exclusive. Here's the link. All right. Yeah, this is going to be great. Let's pull this up. All right, this is Traction Jackson. Him and his wife, Friction Vixen, of course, were at the softball game this weekend, and he has sent in a new Raj impression video. I can't wait to see this. All right, here we go. Thank you, Traction Jackson.
Hey, Traction Jackson. I want to say, enjoyed the softball game. Enjoyed seeing everybody out there. Had a great time. If you weren't able to make it, sorry you missed it. Maybe you can make it next time. Any of the Slob events, always a good time. Special thanks to Sir UGA and Hoghead for cooking a bunch of good food. Raj putting everything together. Love you guys, and got a little something special for y'all right here. Raj. Hey, y'all, you beautiful motherfuckers out there. Let me tell you, I don't know what y'all did this weekend. This weekend I was down at Robert L. Bridges Park down there in Statham, Georgia. Raj. If you was down there, you might have seen one of the worst ass whoopings east of Athens that's been on record. Let me tell you something about the Baba Ganoush Bandits. Back-to-back championships, like my Georgia Dogs, Go Dogs. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people call me the Kirby Smart of softball coaches right there. Kirby Smart of slow pitch softball. So we read Bobby Cox books. I had my whole team out here the other day, and I said, look, y'all, we got to go do what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do it. You know what I mean? We're going to damn do it. And that's what we did. And it's done. And it's 18-9. And the game's over, and you're looking up, and the Baba Ganoush Bandits are champions again. Raj. Right, you beautiful motherfuckers. Raj. Oh. That BBD and them Mike Vick down there doing the commentation. Mike Vick's trying to damn swallow the microphone. Damn BB was down there calling the game. Damn BBD lost his voice hollering about all the home runs we was hitting, because that's all you was seeing was up there, Scud missiles out there. UGA called me when he was on the way home. He said down there on US 29, there's a damn softball rolling around down there, and had to damn swerve out of the damn way to miss it. He picked it up and he said, damn property of BB. Baba Ganoush Bandits right there. And you know what? That's my damn cousin who hit that one right there, because some bitch wasn't even around them. We had a damn flat side on it. You know what I'm talking about? And meanwhile, we got Jay Sharps out there, damn dinglings caught in the fence, and then we got our people out there running around. We still win. Friction Vixen's daughter out there bird dogging home run balls for us. Man, we had to send a damn search party out there for her one time. She got so damn lost. And then look, when we found her, she got blisters on both her feet the size of damn silver dollars. I'm telling you, we just had to stop hitting home runs because we felt sorry for her having to go down and goddamn chase them out there all the damn time. Let me tell you, we was hitting the damn ball so hard. The neighbors had to call the damn cops, because every time we hit it sounded like a bomb going off out there. That's what I'm talking about. Then the damn Statham City Police showed up. But you don't know us, my damn cousin and them. We just had to tell them, hey, we just out here damn hitting bombs, whooping ass 18-9 2 years in a row. You said, damn, how you doing? Keep it moving. And how about this? If you was out there looking in the outfield, and when the Team Fools was out there was balls dropping in the outfield like it was New Year's Eve on Times Square, is what I'm talking about. You ever seen a blind dog looking for a place to take a shit? That's what they looked like out there running around trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Lord of mercy. Pigskin Pete's probably the best player on our team out there, I tell you. We just had the team. We had the roster. You couldn't beat us. Nick D out there in left field making Sports Center catches. I think I'm hearing top 10 music playing like da-da-da, da-da-da.
Oh my God. He's so funny. He is so funny. I don't have any footage of the argument at the end between some of the neighbors or some of the people that we play softball at a public park in Statham, Georgia. We paid to rent the park out. They have because they have a pavilion that you can unlock with a refrigerator and stove, so you can cook and all that type of deal. It's a recreation park thing. We paid to rent the place out, and we're doing this on a Saturday from like 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. It's not like we're doing it in the middle of the night. And I guess after it was all over and most people had left, I had already left. A couple of the neighbors that lived near the park were out in their yard and started yelling at the people who were still at the softball field, and it turned into this whole thing. And there is video floating around. I've seen, I know Traveling Fools has a bunch of video from what happened. And Friction Vixen is saying she has some video too. I don't have access to any of that video to play it, so we'll have to maybe see that on Traveling Fools channel whenever he uploads his Slob softball stuff. But yeah. Auburn fan since 2010 says, y'all don't want to see me in football or baseball. Well, we don't have to worry about that. You're never showing up at one of these things. I'm pretty sure. subpoena the videos. I'm sure people will play them. I just don't. It's not that I just don't have the videos. I would play them if I had them. I saw the video. Traveling Fools has a couple of videos of the incident at the end, and I saw those later that night on his phone, and he was gonna do, upload them and edit them, whatever he's gonna do with them on his channel. But I don't have access to them. You know you've messed up when you get Big Dog Brett mad enough to defend Jay Shipes. Yeah. Have the next event in Virginia or Maryland. No. Somebody from Virginia came to the Slob softball game. Now, they have a car, so they were able to drive there. But there are roads that go from Virginia to Athens, Georgia. If you don't believe me, ask Nick DTV. He lives in Virginia, and he came to the game. So, I don't know if you're bad with directions, then next year you can just follow him. Let the big dog eat. I miss seeing you this weekend. Yeah, he wasn't able to make it this weekend. He ended up getting called into work. Has anybody heard from Fish and Football? He was supposed to come and he didn't show up. And the last I heard is people were trying to call him and text him, and he wasn't answering and didn't respond to any calls or text messages. Has anybody talked to him yet? The next Slobs are at Panama City, right? Yeah, the Slob Olympics are in Panama City in March. Slob Olympics, Panama City in March. Yeah, I hope you can come, Squid. What's up, Rooster? What hotel for Slobs in Panama City Beach? Days Inn, right on the beach. You just look up Days Inn, Panama City Beach. It's the one. I don't know if there's more than one Days Inn in Panama City, but it's the one on the beach if there's more than one. My birthday is the day right after Slob Olympics. Oh, yeah? I forget the date of next year's Slob Olympics. Does anybody remember? What's the dates for Slob Olympics next year? I don't remember. March 1st through 3rd. Thank you, Nate. So what, March 2nd is the Saturday? Yeah, March 2nd is a Saturday, so the Slob Olympics will be on March 2nd. Most people go down for 3 or 4 days, though, but yeah, March 2nd is the Saturday of the Slob Olympics. Four people have birthdays that week. So that's it. Second annual Slob softball game in the books. TK says my birthday's at the end of March. Tiger Baskins finally joined us at Rogers' house and had beginner's luck at poker. Yeah, Tiger Baskins cleaned up in the poker game Saturday night. Tiger Baskins and Traction Jackson were the two biggest winners. I won a little bit. I think Raj broke even. I think everybody else lost. I ain't betting a dime there. You don't want to play no poker, Squid? Squidtard, are you 21 yet? You're 21, aren't you? I can't remember how old you are. You might not be 21. Are you 20, 21? You got to be close to 21. You should come to Cherokee with us if you're 20. You're 21, come to Cherokee with us. Play some blackjack. Blackjack's easy. I mean, it's not necessarily easy to win, but it's easy to play. Hoghead said he's staying Wednesday to Wednesday for the Slob Olympics. I'll probably do Wednesday to Sunday again. We're going on August 20. The next trip we're going is August 21st. That's a Monday. We're going to go like Monday through Thursday. August is the 20 is. Wait a minute. Let me make sure the 21st is a Monday. Yeah, August 21st is a Monday. We're going that week. So we're going up Monday. Well, you know, different people go for different amounts of time. Some people come for just a day. Some people come for one night. Some people come for 2 days and one night. I think I'm going to be there from Monday to Thursday. Rickman says he ain't wearing no shorts. Well, get you some jogging pants or some baseball pants or something, man. Don't be coming out there in no jeans, man. Oh, first week back at school. Okay. Yeah, you can't miss that. Is that the weekend before week 0? Well, it's not a weekend. It's the week before week 0. So August 21st is a Monday. Week 0 is that next Saturday. That's why we're going that week, because a lot of us aren't able to get away during the football season because, a lot of us that this is our job, it's hard for us to get away to do anything that once the football season starts. So we're trying to take one more trip before the football season starts. That's how we decided on August 21st. The week before week 0. Yeah, I mean, I'm not at all surprised that, the losing team had someone wearing jeans. That doesn't surprise me. We might get a group together and go to the Tennessee-South Carolina game this year. When is that game? It's in Knoxville, I know that. Or a Tennessee-Georgia game. Okay, yeah, that's late November. That's the week before Thanksgiving. What would be fun to do? It would be fun to go to Cherokee on a Saturday during football season, and we could sit in the sports book all day and bet on games all day and watch games in the sports book. You know, they got like 3 huge movie theater screens in their sports book. They show every single game. That would be fun to do. I just don't know if I can take a whole Saturday off to do that. September 30th is the Tennessee-South Carolina game. So, okay. Yeah, I know the Georgia-Tennessee tickets right now are about $300 or $400. If Georgia or Tennessee has a couple of losses before that game, the price will go down. If both teams have 1 loss or less, the price is going to go up. So it's a gamble whether you buy the tickets now for $300 or $400 or wait to see what happens. But based on what happens, they're either going to go up or down. Yeah, I'd love to go to Cherokee on a Saturday during football season and bet like $100 on 10 different games and see how I did. I mean, you're not going to win them all. You'll lose some or win some, but you know, you got to go 6-4 or better to make any money. But that'd be interesting to see. You might end up losing $300 or $400. You might win $300 or $400. Where is the Cherokee event being taken place at? If it's not too far away, I could stay for a day trip or something. Well, to the casino. Harrah's. We all stay at Harrah's, the casino. There's not really anything else to do there. So we just hang out at the casino the whole time we're there. We're degenerate gamblers, to be honest with you. We play blackjack like 12 hours a day. It's sick. Well, I play blackjack about 12 hours a day. Hufferbilly Paul plays blackjack about 16 hours a day. Pete plays blackjack for 2 hours. He plays the carnival wheel for 2 hours. He plays other slot machines with wheels on them for 2 hours. And then he plays roulette for 12 hours. Cherokee's a 4 or 5 hour drive. Yes, 4 hours for me. It's almost exactly 4 hours from my house. I mean, it depends on traffic and weather and things like that, but it's pretty much dead on a 4 hour drive for me. Oh, 8 hours for you? How far did you drive to get to, how far was it to Athens? Must have been 10 hours to Athens, because Athens is about 2 or 2.5. Athens is about 2 or 2.5, 2 hours, I guess, from Cherokee. 2 hours? Yeah, come for a day, if even, Squid, even if you don't want to stay the night. Mayhem Matthew and his wife did that a couple of months ago when we were up there. They came and stayed all day. About 10 hours. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. And that Cherokee would be about 8, because Cherokee to Athens is a little over 2 hours, I think. Because it takes me about 2 hours to get to Athens and about 4 hours to get to Cherokee. And I go by Athens on the way to Cherokee. So that makes sense. We have fun with blackjack, and when you win, it's easy. That's right. When you win, you're like, damn, this is easy. When the cards come the right way, it's nothing easier. Oh, you stopped at Clemson on the way home yesterday. Okay. Yeah, you still have my cell phone number, I think, Squid Tart. If you don't, email me and I'll give it to you. But yeah, we'll be up there Monday, August 21st, through Thursday. TK says for me it says 8.5 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. TK, you'll go all the way up 95 to Charleston, and then you'll take, what interstate is it that runs from, are the Pete's still in here? What interstate is it that runs from Charleston to Asheville? Not 77. Is it I-26? Yeah, you'll take I-95 all the way up to Charleston, and then you'll take I-26 all the way to Asheville, and then Asheville's on. And from there, it's like an hour to Cherokee. So at least it's interstate the whole way for you, TK. It's not interstate at all for me. I don't know if you need to be driving in the mountains, though, TK, to be honest with you. You're 45 minutes from there? Shit. If I was 45 minutes from Cherokee, I wouldn't have to pay for a place to live. I'd be there all the time. I'd be broke. Yeah. Well, no, Paul, think about all the money I'd save by not having to pay for a place to live. Yeah, you're in Maggie Valley. Yeah, just the other side of the mountain. Up the mountain and down the mountain from Cherokee to Maggie Valley. Don't do it, Paul. Don't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The Wi-Fi is not good enough at Harris and Cherokee for me to live there. They'd have to drastically improve their Wi-Fi in order for me to live there. Shit, Squid Tart, you bring $25. You walk up to a roulette table, you bet it on red or black, boom, you just doubled your money. Now you got $50. You take that to the blackjack table, you play 2 hands at $25 each, you win both of those hands, now you got $100. Once you got $100, you do whatever you want. It's easy. Ask Hover Billy Paul. It's easy. Yeah, honestly, it's fun to just stand there and watch other people gamble. I do that half the time I'm there. I mean, if I'm in the casino for 8 hours, I'm not gambling for 8 hours. But very few people can afford to do that. I spend a lot of time people watching in there. Yeah, people watching is more fun than gambling anyway. And people watching's not stressful at all. Sometimes gambling can be stressful. People watching's not stressful at all. All right, cool, Squid. Yeah, just stay in touch when it gets closer to the time, August 21st. We'll have a good time. We'll have a good time. Now, on that first day, I don't know what day you would plan on coming, but on that first day, that Monday, you know, some of us, depending on how far it takes, you know, how much time it takes people to get there, some of us might be there by 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Some of us might not be there till later that night. You might not want to come on Monday because just I don't know when people are going to be showing up. But yeah, basically Monday through Thursday we'll be there. Friends don't let friends split tens. Yeah, facts. Facts. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. It's Monday. I'm eating dinner with my kids tonight. I'm excited about that. They requested pork loin. So, pork loin and mashed potatoes for dinner tonight with Uncle Lou and the kiddos. And I'm behind on videos. I haven't made videos the last couple of days, of course, because we're out of town with the Slob softball. Usually I pre-record a couple of videos before I'm going out of town and schedule them to post while I'm gone. But to be honest with you, I was just a little bit lazy last week and didn't do it. So I'm a little bit behind on the videos. I got to start pumping out these prediction videos too, because I got less than 4 weeks to finish these prediction videos up. So I got to get pumping these out. And yeah, Lunch Money Show tonight at 10 with me and Pigskin Pete. So that should be a lot of fun. We'll tell a lot of like behind the scenes stories tonight on the Lunch Money Show. I tried to talk about mostly the softball game on the show today. Tonight on the Lunch Money Show, we'll talk about some of the silly shit that happens behind the scenes. I got some. There's several funny stories about Nick DTV that we could tell. I might have a story or two about Tiger Cat's ability to drive or not drive. I might have a story or two about BA's ability to read a GPS or not, or ability to not read a GPS too. Yeah, lots of stories. Lots of stories. We'll get into all that tonight on the Lunch Money Show at 10 o'clock with Pigskin Pete. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all hanging out this morning. I hope everybody's week gets off to a good start. Big shout out to everybody that came and hung out this weekend. Great time. And a big thank you again to Raj and Traveling Fools for putting this event together. Big shout out to Raj for hosting everybody at his house on Friday and Saturday night. And a big shout out to Hoghead and Sir UGA for cooking up a meal. You know, it's a lot of work to feed 40 or 50 slobs. So shout out to Sir UGA and Hoghead for taking care of that. All right, y'all. Enjoy your Monday, and we'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock for the Lunch Money Show. Have a good morning.